What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, we got a fun one for you. In an early afternoon here in the museum. A topic of discussion, a debate, if you will, that absolutely has to be had. Has to be discussed. Has Mego overtaken FTC in the Mego action figure department? That's the question, guys. That's the debate. That's what's been on the minds of a lot of collectors. I've been reading the comment section in our new 50th anniversary video. Now that Mego has returned, I'm hearing it a lot, and it's getting a little bit louder. So much so that I said, you know what? It's definitely worth discussing, and it's definitely worth creating a video. Are the 50th anniversary Mego figures so satisfying that there's literally no need to purchase FTC Mego figures anymore? And we can discuss the price points. We know FTC is very expensive. Their figures are very expensive, $30+, in some cases even higher than that. Will that force FTC to lower prices? Will that force FTC to change their thinking process, their game plan, if you will? We don't know. What we do know, though, is that FTC, when they returned, actually, FTC, when they announced that they would actually be doing Mego-like retro figures, collectors and kids of the 1970s that are collectors now went absolutely crazy. I was one of those collectors. To have Batman, to have Robin, to have my beloved Superman figure again was fantastic. And guys, we can get into the quality build of these figures, and we can talk about the outfits, and we can talk about all of the issues that ranged, on these figures. But we were excited. And then they actually threw in figures that we didn't have in the 1970s and that we wanted in the 1970s. Green Lantern. The Flash. But now that we have the Mego 50th anniversary figures, let's bring Robin up here. Sit him right here. Now that we have the Mego 50th anniversary figures, are we satisfied? And one subscriber wrote into our channel and said, listen, now that I have the actual Robin from my childhood, and it is an actual Mego figure produced by Mego, I have no need for FTC figure of Robin. Fair? True? False? I mean, we want to hear it all, guys, in the comment section. Let's be honest, guys. Mego has given us what we want, what we've always wanted for the last 40 plus years. Kids from the 1970s are finally reconnected with their favorite superhero characters from their childhood. With more on the way, I might add. And yes, Mego even threw in a 50th anniversary flash that we did not have when we were kids. Did they trump FTC in that department? Was that even their mindset? We don't know. Only the people at Mego knows for sure. But guys, what we won't do is we won't act like Mego doesn't know that FTC exists and that Mego doesn't know that FTC created these figures. We will not act like we don't know that. We know that for a fact, guys. There is competition. Anybody at Mego that says different is lying. They are competitors. They are competing in the same marketplace for your dollar, your almighty dollar. Score this round for Mego. These new Mego 50th anniversary figures flew off the shelves at Walmart. They flew off the website, toy websites like Movie Posters, etc., Entertainment Earth. Big Bad Toy Store. Green Lantern. We didn't have it in the 1970s. We did not have this character, and we wanted this character. I know I did. I read the comic books from the 1970s when I was a kid, the DC Green Lantern comic books. Who did it better? We want to know. Who did it better, guys? Guys, and this is not a right or wrong discussion for you purists out there that don't want to be confrontational. You don't have to be confrontational to like what you like. You can say, hey, I like both of them. But the question is, who did it better? Did Mego out-Mego FTC? It's a valid question. Mego didn't miss a beat on these figures. And I'm showing you the FTC exclusive, Emerald City exclusive Robin, Kretsky card Robin, the famed legendary yellow sleeve, yellow shorts Robin with the removable mask. For a reason, because he's so close in proximity with our 50th anniversary Robin. Really because of that belt. So I just kind of wanted to get that same vintage style feel with the mask that you could barely see the eyelids there, the eye holes there. But that's another cool aspect while we're talking about FTC. That's another cool aspect about FTC. They didn't miss a beat. They got the legendary, iconic, supposedly iconic yellow-sleeved Robin that people we're talking about. And we don't know it was a chemical reaction to the green in Robin's sleeves over time due to humidity or moisture that caused the green to actually turn to yellow. Well, FTC had some fun with it and, hey, created one, a yellow sleeve Robin. Very limited, very exclusive. Really cool, though. They're thinking about the collectors. They're thinking about our childhood. So you give FTC a lot of credit for that. You know, same with the FTC said, hey, we remember the box figures, the window box figures from the 1970s. And the Batman with the removable cowl. Let's give it to them. We remember the Batman pink carded figure from the 1970s. Let's give it to them. We remember the Fist Fighters from the 1970s. And here's a Shazam. Bring him over here. This is my Shazam Fist Fighter. Now the question is, did we have a Shazam Fist Fighter in the 1970s? We had a Batman, we had a Robin, we had all those guys. I have all those guys. It's just, you know, it's just a matter of pulling them out. I didn't want to pull everybody out for this video. But FTC was doing it at such a high level. So I give FTC a lot of credit for that. Now, in saying that, guys, I feel like my subscriber does. Now that I actually have a Mego Robin figure from the 1970s. I mean, they did a lot of Mego Robin figures. Mego did. I mean, they came out with a nice one about a little over a year ago, about, 7-8 months ago. Really cool Robin figure. This is the Robin I'm talking about. I would like the one without the removable mask too. I'm sure they'll eventually get around to doing that as well. But now that I have my Batman and Shazam from the 1970s that Mego has produced in these beautiful retro 50th anniversary figures, I can honestly say, guys, I have no desire to go back and get a FTC Batman again. Now that's me. I have no desire to go back and get an Aquaman FTC figure after seeing how beautiful these 50th anniversary Mego figures are. There's no desire to do that, guys. Will you be purchasing any more FTC Mego figures now that Mego is finally creating Mego vintage classical style Mego figures? I mean, I've heard over and over again. I've watched a lot of different videos from other collectors. I've watched in a lot of Facebook group chats and pictures of everybody talking about how wonderful and how awesome and how excited they are about the removable cowl 50th anniversary Batman figure, the Shazam, the Flash, Green Lantern, Robin, and Big Red himself, Superman. Guys, I think everybody is just so excited to finally have actual Mego versions from the 1970s from Mego Corp, the actual company that produced these figures in the first place. There's literally no desire to purchase another Mego FTC figure. But am I right? How do you feel? that fair to say? Are you still going to purchase FTC Mego figures? They're more expensive. They're probably not as durable. I don't believe they were designed for that. They were designed just as collectibles, not to be thrown around and played with. We know that our Superman, let's bring him over here, front and center here. Our Superman figure and all the 50th anniversary figures, they come on the new bandless body. That's supposedly more durable. That's supposedly more articulate, with articulation, 26 points of articulation, as opposed to what, the 14, 16 points of articulation from the Type 2 standard body, Mego body, on this FTC figure, early bird, first release figure. We want to hear from you guys. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the 50th anniversary figures to such a point, to such a degree, that there is no need to purchase another FTC Mego figure? Are you satisfied? That's all we want to know. That's all we want to hear about. That's all we want to discuss. Step forward, guys. No pressure. No pressure involved. Have you seen enough from Mego with these 50th anniversary figures to say, hey, you know what? That's good enough for me. They'll get my money. They'll get my almighty dollar. Because nobody makes a 1970s Mego figure better than Mego. Mego Corp does it the best. Not FTC and not any other boutique-styled toy company. Leave your thoughts, guys, your opinions. We want to hear it all right in the comment section. Guys, we have more fun, more excitement on the way. You know, routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And by all means, keep collecting.